I'm just sitting up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk through my little debriefing process that I sort of make myself go through every day. And what I'll do is I'll share this as a VOD as well for people who are not here. So I'm a little bit nervous. Of share it with everybody, but it helps me, and if anybody else can get help out of it as well, not help, if anybody else can benefit from it, I am good with that. Hey Malachite. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to light a candle. I always giggle how people light candles and so on when I started looking into ASMR, but I actually do light a candle for this one. So what we'll need for this activity, hold on. I forgot to give it the obligatory sniff. Hey Nigel. Welcome. I call it a cozy stream, yeah? Candle ASMR. It is a bit. It is a bit. You're not wrong. So at the end of the day, and sometimes a tough day, I do this little journaling activity that just helps me unpack it. Unpack the day, assess how I feel about it and whatnot. And I usually do it in my journal. So I've got like an art journal that I do that in. But I'm going to try and replicate as best I can on A4 setting in Illustrator what I go through. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I found some nice music. I've opened Illustrator. I've made a couple of notes, even though now that I look at it, it doesn't make any sense. I'm just going to talk through my actual process and it should be fine. Yeah? So, because I have used Illustrator during our handwritten notes process, I'm not too worried about navigating around it. And I will actually be doing it on my Wacom tablet so that... Why are you not working? If it decides to cooperate with me. So really this is pretty much how I would go about it in my actual diary. I need to say diary. Okay, there we go. Okay, that will work. And if you hear me breathe very nervously, that's because I am kind of nervous. But it'll be okay. So when I start my activity, I'm going to do it in 3 parts. In the first part, I'm just going to anchor myself to the activity and become aware of my environment and be around with me, you know, be aware of what's happening around me. Oh bless, thanks Vesla. Then I'm going to do, in the next section, I'm going to do just stick figure drawings to talk about how the 4 emotions that I felt during the day, just to sort of like celebrate the day and relive it as best as I can. I just call that Stickfigure Feelings. And then in the bottom third, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little fun pattern. I call that a mindful moment, because when I was looking into it, a lot of times they sort of do mindfulness with mandalas. And they do that so that you can sort of like focus yourself in that moment and celebrate that moment. They call that mindful. So I'm going to just go through that and do that. So hopefully, if you can and if you're brave, grab a pen and paper and do it along with me so I'm not the only one doing it. Yeah. Okay, I'm just zooming in a little bit. I like to start by writing my name, and I better not write my real life name, but I like to start by writing my name and date it. And in that moment, my centering starts. I'm leaning to the right, can you see? I think that's because I'm nervous. Problem solved. I am not brave. Of course you are. Fireball Annie. You know what? You know what I'm going to do actually? I am going to write out what I'm going to do, and then I can just take a snapshot of that as well. Fireball Annie, and that will help me get over my nerves as well, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yes. Alrighty. Diantha! Well, hello. I must have miscalculated the time zone because you just started. When I put out the note, I said at 11 p.m, but when I made the original agreement, I said 10 p.m, so that one is kind of on me. And because I said 11 p.m. and I was quite nervous to do it, I sort of took the hour and just listened to calming music. I'm glad you made it. I just said what I'm going to do, and I thought I better write it down, and that will help me settle my nerves as well, because it's such a deeply personal thing, and I'm kind of glad I get to share it in case anybody else benefits from it as well. So yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone. Oh, good. It's amazing how brave you are, either when you're super duper alone or when you're around friends. Okay, so what you're going to need is you are going to need pen and paper and colouring, well, a blank piece of paper or a book or whatever, and a pencil or a pen to sort of do the outline, and then colouring in, because it's all about colouring in as well, yeah? So I'm going to call it Fireball Annie Mindfulness Activity. And what it is, it's just going to be celebrating the day. How about that? That sounds cool. Celebrating the day. Yes, I'll grab some stuff. Be right back. Oh, goody. Good. Okay, so let me just see. I would normally do this, like I said, with a pen and paper, but I'm going to try and mimic it as best I can in Illustrator, and we'll see how it goes. So in the first section, I'm just going to do, shall we call it a header? And that'll just be your name and the date, and that kind of helps you get some focus. It's certainly helping me get some focus even now as I'm trying to sort of like center myself here in the activity and get over my nerves of doing it. Just sort of thinking of the plan of what we're going to do really helps me. The next one we're going to do, I call Stickfigure Feelings. And in Stickfigure Feelings, it is really just drawing without any sort of judgment, just being in the moment and seeing and not thinking or overthinking things, and just trying to draw how you felt in that moment. And we'll use color there as well, but it's really just drawing without a critical eye. There's no judgment there. So what did I call it? Stickfigure Feelings, right? Stickfigure Feelings. And I'm going to just, as a reminder, say no judgment, no critical eye, no judgment. It's just in that moment, no judgment. And then the third and final section, I'm going to call that one, let's see, I call it reflection, but it's really, I call it mindful moment. And that's where I'm going to draw a pattern of some sort. I don't know what pattern. We'll see what we feel there. No judgment. Safe place. Absolutely. So this is sort of kind of the plan. And when we get to the mindful moment, I intend to sort of like maybe draw some circles and squares or something. And then I just talk about how this made me feel, what I liked about doing this, what I didn't enjoy as much, and what can I do differently next time. And by the stage I get to that, I'm already very, very calm. And already just mapping it out has made me feel calmer. So this is as best as I can mimic an A4 page. Now let's actually do the A4 page. Okay. So like I said, I like to start by just writing my name. No, you don't write my name, you write your name. Okay, that's just humor, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take up too much space, but this is where I try and write my name pretty, and because in that moment I sort of celebrate my name, because sometimes I can be a little bit harsh on myself during the day, as in particular, and so I don't always I don't always make enough time for positive self-reflection and whatnot. So in this way, I'm just going to sort of like celebrate yourself, celebrate your name by just writing your name as pretty as you can. I might not be able to do it. Look, I'm already wobbling. Just looking at it, it's almost a nice A. I just wanted, I've not let go of the self-critique yet. So I'm still trying to sort of like, just at this point, I still wanted to look, I want to celebrate. And with that comes a little bit of judgment. Fireball Annie. I need colored pencil for this. Be right back. Yes, you do. And the date today is the 9th. Oh, it's the 9th of the 9th. Oh, that's nice. No judgment allowed. No, but at this point I still want to sort of like, okay, that kind of looks good, doesn't it? It's not perfect, but I'm okay with that. This is not a computer program, this is hand-drawn. Yeah, I'm not unhappy with that. The first little section that I'm going to do is this one I call Stickfigure Feelings. I wonder if I should just call it Stickfigure Feelings or if I should just leave it implied. But really what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign a color to a feeling or an emotion rather, and then just reflect on why I felt like that in that moment. And what I do is I draw a little circle and I pretty much just say, what made me happy? And in here, actually it's probably a little bit small. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Yeah. So I have about until there. Okay, yeah. So I can probably make it this big. What made me happy today? And in here I'm just going to draw a little stick figure drawing demonstrating what made me happy. I'm leaning a little bit, but that's okay. The next one is something where I was calm. I'll probably leave space to write a line or two about it as well. Yeah, I'm not going to leave too much space, but then in here I'm going to say something that made me sad. And again, with these ones, there's no good or bad emotion. The movie, is it Inside Out? We were talking about the movie Inside Out the other day. That one reminded us that all emotions are needed. You know, you can't celebrate the happy without acknowledging the sad, and vice versa. So can you feel happy and sad at the same time? Probably. Just going to think about a moment and then just acknowledge that moment. I'm not going to dwell on it too long, but I am going to sort of acknowledge it. And then of course we have anger. Angry. I like the way that Y ended up looking now. Let me make another one and I'll write on this one, and I'll actually call this the writing on there, and I'll write on this in a different color so that we can see it, if I can figure it out. Okay, there we go. So here's the stick figure drawing section, or stick figure feelings, and I'm going to just color it in really quickly with just a basic color, and I'm going to assign a color. Now for everybody, colors makes us feel different. So for different people, colors will make you feel different, of course. But for me, oh hold on, my throat is suddenly very dry. Hold on. Let me just drink before I get hiccups. I better have a sip of water or something. I'm actually drinking hot tea. Diantha, did you make it back? Coffee? Usually it is coffee. Still hot at this time of the night. Yeah, it's still fresh. It's still fresh. So I'm going to, if I can colour it in, that's not the right colour, I need to make that the thingamajig, a pencil. I'm pretty sure, like, yes, I'm drawing. How goody. So, I don't know if you heard what I said, but I like to write my name pretty or in a different kind of handwriting, just to anchor and celebrate in that moment. You know, you just sort of have a positive association with your name or feeling with your name. I like to write the date because that helps me anchor, and then in these little blocks I'm just going to sort of like a stick figure drawing, draw how I felt in that moment. So I've got the 4 emotions: happy, calm, sad and angry, and I'm just going to assign a color to each of them, and I'll write a little blurb about why I felt that way. So for me, a happy color is yellow. I should probably put this layer beyond the other one. Yeah, there we go. And why I'm choosing yellow as my happy color is I think of warmth and the rays of the sun, and that sort of brings happy feelings to me, so I like that. For calm, I'm actually going to choose green for calm, and that's just because the leaves of the trees and summer and all of those. There we go. The leaves, I don't know if I prefer this green. I want a more greener green. Summer is green, and there we go. Choose this one. Yeah, now we're talking. Here we go. Let's see. I agree. But I have to do orange for happy because I don't have yellow. Yeah, orange is fine. This is your drawing. It could probably be orange. And this is not the green I prefer. Oh, did it? Why? Let me just erase it. This is not the green I want. Oh, shivers! No. I thought I was. What's going on here? This is the layer I want to work on, not that one. Okay, goody. Oh, there we go. Whew. I didn't want to erase my outline. I do want a greener green, a little bit of a lighter green. Maybe that one then. Yeah, okay. And that is very, very big. This music might be too calm. It's lovely, isn't it? Size. Smaller, smaller, smaller. Still very big. It's okay, I'll just... Ah, that's why. I didn't go back to my brush. Okay, I am back on track. Here we go. Yeah, that works. So green for me is the color of summer, is the color of beautiful leaves in the trees, it's the color of grass. When I think of green, I like to think of the color of grass. Okay, my sad color will be blue. And blue is actually my favorite color, but to associate a color with sad, we seem to like associating blue with sadness. And I get that. If I think about how it's done in paintings, for example, in paintings, when you draw something in the distance, you draw it in blue. Like if there is a mountain in the distance, it's sort of in blue. So I'm going to use sad as the blue as well. And then just because of that distance element, and the distance makes me sad. And then angry is something that made me angry. Now even just doing this activity, it sort of helps me focus. Look how nicely it was just to focus on the colors. I think I'm going to make my stick figure drawings in the blue. I kind of like that. Kind of like that blue. So something that made me happy today. Let's see. I got a mail from a friend that I haven't heard from in a while, so that made me really happy. So considering this is stick figure drawings, I am just going to, oopsie, I just banged the microphone with my fingers. Sorry. So this is me. I am the stick figure. I got the mail. Oh, I can give myself some sun rays. And that made me super happy. Do you see my super happy smile? And the reason I was happy is I got mail from a friend I haven't heard in a while from. It's a little bit big, isn't it? If I zoom in, I want to take a snapshot of this and put it in the channel for anybody that wasn't here. I hope they can read that. I can probably make it a little bit thinner. Okay. Mail from a friend I have not heard from in a while. Yeah, that made me happy. This music is so relaxing. Okay, so that's my happy emotion. I had mail from a friend that I hadn't heard. Oh, what did I do? Oh, no. Just calm down. Don't freak out, Microsoft. Don't do anything in a hurry. Oh no. I broke Illustrator. Hold on, let me open it again. You can have a look at Guild Wars 2 screen. Ooh, I'm glad I saved that. I'm glad I saved that. Hey Monk, how are you? Ooh. Illustrator was worried you wouldn't have anything to put in angry. That was kind of weird, wasn't it? Open recent files. Let's see if I did actually save it. Where are you? Yay! Woo! Oh dear, where is it? Hey and hi. Hello, hello. Welcome, friends. We are doing a mindfulness stream, so we are actually debriefing on the day, believe it or not. And it looks like we might very well start over. Mental health stream. Here we go. How's stream tonight? It's good, it's good. I'm doing through a process of just a daily debrief kind of a process. And so we are actually doing a mental mindness thing. I'm super low energy tonight. Well, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. Here's how we are so far.